Hello YouTube, this is Davmar1079 bringing you another World of Warship video, and today we'll be looking at an Italian premium cruiser that I actually got yesterday out of a crate. And I'm not even going to try to attempt to pronounce its proper name, so you'll have to just see it. There it is. I'm not even going to try because I don't even want to butcher the name of this cruiser. But let's just take a look at it first off. And say for the other tier 5 cruiser that I have, its main guns look a little bit on the small side. Got probably about the same amount of torpedoes as the other one will have as soon as it's fully upgraded. Has a nice little permanent camouflage. Everything right there on the side of the ship, as most premium ships do. Even on the turret. But not a bad looking warship. But like I said, to me it seems like those guns, yep, tinier compared to those ones. Her armor, and what you can read about her. I'll let you do that real quick. Actually, she reminds me of the tier 4 Italian cruiser that I have. Just filtered to Italian ships only. Yeah, so it's this one that it's built after. Good to know. And as always, we'll first play it in AI mode since I have never played this ship before, so I don't know how to use her. But after one successful battle, hopefully with AI, we will go into that as a standard battle and then go from there. Since it's not, I guess to me, a well-known ship, I'm pretty sure I couldn't find it in my book that tells me where a lot of these ships took place, so who knows on that regard. All I know as much as the Italian Navy never really went out of the Mediterranean fleet. Their ships had nowhere near the fuel mileage that they needed, since they just stayed in the Mediterranean. They could not go out far. I think they could go over 6,000 nautical miles, and that's it. Whereas other ships, they could go halfway around the world within no time whatsoever. The ship could leave from, say, in America, can leave from that of New York and almost make its way to Japan. A ship from Japan can make it from the homeland all the way to the California at a relatively decent speed. I don't even think. I think these ships, I think I've seen before, Italian ships, or something similar to that, could only go as far as maybe the tip of Africa. Possibly, I'm not sure. But that's all the Italians were wanting. They just wanted the Mediterranean. They did not care about the Atlantic. So really, their goal was just to help the Germans keep the British out of the Mediterranean. Also this, I forgot to mention too that you can see I'm flying the 2nd year anniversary flag on the ship, on this ship. How I'm going to do it is this: every time I get a new ship, if it's after during this time now, it'll get the new flag, since I have the old flag on the other ships showing how many ships I had gotten in the first. Time around. For me, if I had like different flags for specific different ships, I would do that. Just as the exception to it, to that rule. Now we just gotta find the aircraft carrier. Since that's where I saw those come from, it's obviously in this direction. Once that Tennessee gets in gun range, you'd be tearing that aircraft carrier up. Not bad, but pretty much like any Italian cruiser, they're light, they're very light ships, so you pretty much got to keep them at a safe distance. Yes, and I also forgot, this is my 100th ship that I actually now have. I forgot to say that at the beginning of the video. My 100th ship. I guess that'll be the title. I have spent a lot of time on this game to the point I have now 100 ships in my fleet. That's a pretty much, I'm getting to the fleet size tongue broke. Let me say that again. I'm getting about the same fleet size as as almost close to that of, I don't know, I think the Italians or the French navies back in World War II. So I'm doing pretty good. But in terms of fleet size, I pretty much know both my Americans and my Americans and Japanese are the most powerful fleets that I own. American has the first most, and Japanese have the second. And of course, I'm playing with the Italians, and they are that of my weakest fleet. For me, if they had more battleships, I would give, if they have more than just the 2-tier premium ships, I would happily get more Italian battleships. So at least they can rival that of the French. The French fleet that I have, and maybe I think the Russians as well. That to me would be good. Right now, with all the ships that I have for the Italians, which is, you saw, 6, the other ones will annihilate them. That hurt.
Main turret critically damaged. The ship is on fire. Main turret critically damaged. Problem solved. Hold below the waterline. We're flooding quickly. Fighter airborne.
Well, that was lovely. Always. We'll see her sink. And kind of shows you why I don't really play with the Italians all that much. Their ships are weak. And as you saw, they got one good shot from a battleship, turret was disabled, then my rudder got jammed afterwards. So,
Concentrate fire on the enemy
in
warship.
terms of me, I'm still that of a heavy cruise. I'm that of a battleship and a heavy cruiser fan a little bit more. And with the aircraft carriers, I like them. So pretty much my main would be battleships, aircraft carriers, then the heavy cruisers. Light cruisers, well, for certain ones, if they don't have like smoke screens or anything, they really are just an easy target.
Good luck, everyone.
If whenever they give the Italians their battleships, since they do have 2 of them, and they do eventually give them some proper ones, I will go ahead and get all the way to tier 5 with these battleships. But for now, the little grind on that of getting any more Italian cruisers is that going to be kind of halted for now. Actually, instead of just waiting, let's just head back to port. So yeah, pretty much this. If this cruiser was like this one, was bigger caliber guns, might be a little bit better. But since it kinda doesn't, if this thing will ever load. If it had those size guns, maybe it would to me be better, but it still has the tiny little guns that this one has. So really, this ship is, I think, has the perfect role of hunting down destroyers and that of probably hunting down similar light cruisers. The torpedo range is magnificent. I don't think even that of the Japanese have that torpedo range, unless you even get a commander trained up there, but I think they still fall a tiny bit short. But that's pretty much my opinion about this ship. If you like hunting down that of destroyers and other light cruisers, perfect. The only way that you're going up a heavier cruiser in a battleship is if you just nail him with both sides of torpedoes or attack him with a bunch of other ships. Pretty much that ship is that of there for cover fire to help other ships, and also was AA defense now. But it's still a nice ship. I'm happy I got it. Would have been happier if I got if one of the other premium ones, like the battleships. Of course. But I'd just be happy with any premium ship. So it's just the balloons I don't have to spend. But I'm now rambling, so I want to thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe and hit that bell to notify you anytime that I post a video or go live. And please leave a comment down below and tell me, how'd you like this video? And what are your thoughts on this ship? Let me know. And as always, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.